We are back. XFL week 2. And there was another comeback by Syl's team. And hopefully there's a comeback by me this week. Syl's not here. It's just me right now. But that's good because he'll give me his predictions if he doesn't show up anyway. So don't you worry about that, y'all. Don't you worry about that. But Thursday night, there was already a game. So week 2 has already started. We didn't get our picks in for it, but I'm sure Syl would have picked the Battlehawks. I'm sure he would have. So I'm sure I would have went Seattle. But now there is a 2-0 team and an 0-2 team. And there may be some more undefeated and completely defeated teams after this weekend. We will see. But yo, thanks for being here, Money Train James, Necron. What's good, Necron? And obviously, Israel's already here. I appreciate y'all being here today. Hopefully, I'm loud enough. I'm sure the Money Train will tell me if I'm not. But let's not waste any time. The good countdown. That's what. Let's not waste any time, fellas, ladies, other. We had a game on Thursday. I told y'all. And it was crazy. There's already 2 comebacks by this team, the Battlehawks. Syl picked a good team and going with AJ McCarron was a good idea by him. I mean, they had another last second drive. The person who made caught the first down his name was Austin Prohl. They needed a first down conversion to keep going. 7 seconds left, get the first down, call a timeout. 3 seconds after they call a timeout and they kick a really long, I think it was like a 50-some yard field goal. Unreal to win the game. And it just shows you how this XFL is working too. Like, they got hype games, that good competition, people who want to play and love to play and make money for a living. That is the best part about this league. And one thing I didn't think of until someone that posted like a thumbnail, someone did a video on YouTube, and Necron saying he already doesn't like the Battlehawks. Yeah. I wonder why, dude. It's because the Brahmas collapsed the first week. Yo, Necron, we're playing tomorrow. I'll get to that. But I did want to just say how me and Syl, we kind of went after this league a little bit because of The Rock and $7 Production and Danny Garcia, all of them heading it. And I didn't realize until, the second week and until somebody posted that YouTube thumbnail. XFL and the USFL, that's just another version of Disney versus Fox. The XFL is exclusively on FX, ESPN, and ABC. You would think FX is owned by Fox. It's not. That's crazy. It's not. ABC, ESPN, all owned by Disney, and the USFL is owned by Fox. Unreal how that happens. And I didn't think I'd be signing with Disney, but here we are. Disney reigns, and that's why I put it in the title. Shout out to Disney for always delivering a quality product. No matter what you want to say about how you feel about what their messaging is, at least for this XFL, it is beyond competitive, and they're really bringing heart to football, and the storylines of football. That's why I enjoy the NFL so much, is seeing the comeback stories, seeing people get a second chance, and seeing people work hard and having their hard work pay off. It's like immediate gratification for me as a fan to watch. And but Netflix is the NFL. Oh, it's funny. YouTube TV is gonna have the NFL next year, Necron. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays with the countdown and how our channel is gonna fare. We'll see if we get any more copyright strikes when we using the content that I use for the NFL. But shout out to the Battlehawks. Shout out to AJ McCarron. Shout out to Austin Prohl. That's what I wanted to say. He made the the first down catch. He used to be a Seattle Seahawks receiver, and that game was in Seattle on Thursday night, and he was playing against Seattle. So I thought that was just pretty cool for that sake. So with that being said, good job to the St. Louis Battlehawks. Seattle, they looked promising. Both of their games just came up short. They need to finish the execution. Josh Gordon looks good. Danucci is their quarterback. He looks good. He's got a lot of swag. So I'm looking forward to see what comes out of Seattle. They got a solid fan base already. So good game on Thursday night. Shout out to the XFL for putting on a good show for people to watch on Thursday night. And Bad Dan, what's good, Bad Dan? Working on your banners, your Twitter and your YouTube banners, man. I can't wait till you see them. Whoo, they look good. They look good. Yeah, if anyone wants logos or anything, slide on my DMs, just like our homie Nightmare Robin slid in the DMs. And shout out to him for enlisting in my services. And I'm busy right now. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back. Goodness gracious, chat. Sorry for that. I literally every time without fail, I guess my trunk is open. So shout out to my neighbor for actually going to close my trunk. But dude comes over and knocks on my door every time I have the good countdown show. Without fail. It's wild. And this time my lady, she's at a hair appointment, so she can't get the door for me. And I should have just kept the microphone on. I got my dog on command and shit. I'm like, yo, what's good? I got a show. I'm doing a show right now. Goodness. This is live TV. You only get it on Syl Nation Sports Network. We do these shows live, not rehearsed. There's nothing. I got a dog in my room, a dog in my house. He can interrupt the show whenever he wants. Shout out Chase, everybody. Shout out to Chase for keeping the show interesting. Let's get into this week's predictions, shall we? So, Battlehawks won. Seattle Dragons. Sea Dragons. Jeez, why do they have to do C again? They did that to me on purpose. The Sea Dragons, they lost 0-2. And I have a feeling that there's going to be some other 0-2 teams this season or this weekend. And I didn't put the records up here, so shame on me for that. The Vipers, they lost last week. And it was a close game for them as well. Last second touchdown they lost on. But it'll be interesting to see how the defenders can react on the road, because they haven't been on the road yet. Yes, yeah. What up, Mikey? Yes, Seattle has an XFL team. They're like one of the only teams that's like in the North too. There's no other teams there's no teams in the Northeast. There's none. They don't exist over there. And I wanted to change up the beat real quick, yo. So, Mikey, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you for being here. We're getting right on with these predictions, man. So, last week, actually, the defenders, the DC Defenders, they came back and they found a way to win against the Sea Dragons, the Seattle Sea Dragons, man. And they were outgained by the Sea Dragons. Listen to this number. The Sea Dragons had 333 yards of offense. The Defenders only had 177. Okay? Almost half. And the Defenders with 177 still won. That's football. I don't know how it happens, but that's just football. And why that is. How do they win with not that many yards gained? It's because the DC defense, the defenders, very aptly named, right? They carried the team. They forced 3 turnovers, one of which was a pick 6. And the Vipers quarterback, Luis Perez, he also had issues protecting the football. Unfortunately, he was on the wrong end of the Renegades' 2 pick 6s. 2. And their 22-20 loss. So Luis Perez, although he did look good, he also had some very bad moments towards the end of the game that lost them the game, the Vegas Vipers. But now they're at home. They were on the road last week. So, players to watch. We got Perez, who I said, the quarterback for the Vipers, threw 3 touchdown passes last week at least. And that makes him the league leader for touchdown passes after week 1. And their wide receiver, it looks like Jeff Bidet. It can't be Jeff Bidet. It's got to be Jeff Bidet. All right. I'm sorry if your name looks like Bidet, my friend. But Jeff B, I'm going to call him. He scored 2 touchdowns, had 81 receiving yards last week. So he's also a player to watch. They got good wideouts over there in Vegas. Where am I right now? This is north. Okay, there. So Vegas is that way for me, everybody. Just so you guys know. Vegas. But the defenders, of course, they're players to watch. A cornerback. We're not watching their offense. Sorry, DC offense. But we're watching your cornerback, Michael Joseph, who is the only player in the XFL who's intercepted 2 passes so far. And one of those being a pick 6. To have 2 interceptions and a pick 6 after week 1, that's pretty big. That is pretty big. So watch the DC defense. The DC defenders, the DC defense. One thing we're not talking a lot about is the DC offense. And they were very limited last week. Not a lot of time to resolve the issue. So I'm going to go with the team that lost the game themselves last week, the Vegas Vipers, at home to get a rebound win and get to 1-1 and put the DC defenders to 1-1. We need a DC Cab remake. I don't know what that is, man. I'm too young for that, I guess. And Money Train says, did I hear Vipers QB weak? He's Jimmy G. All right, yo. Hey, he did throw 2 pick 6s, but you always have the opportunity to play better. If you're losing yourself the game, I feel like you have the opportunity to win yourself the game next week. Just don't make the same mistakes. He did throw 3 touchdowns before that, right? Like, he was looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go with the Vegas Vipers, the home team. And while I make that prediction, I did want to say, obviously you guys knew, if I didn't have to say it, Syl won week 1. I'm 0-1. He's 1-0. Granted, he went 2-2. I went 1-3. So is it that much better? I guess not. But hopefully I start out 1-0 tonight at 7 o'clock is the first game of the weekend slate for the XFL. And Mikey knows what DC Cab is. Yo, you guys gonna have to bring that up on your show. My bad if you haven't announced that yet. You guys are gonna have to bring that up. I think you announced it. Pandora's Box, I believe is what it's called. You guys have to bring that up and show me what DC Cab is, because I have no idea what that is. But yeah, we're going with the Vipers. First game of the weekend slate. And this is why I need Necron here in the chat, because I need his take. The Brahmas collapsed. Epic collapse week 1, dude. And they fired their GM after week 1, dude. What? But someone said there might be something else going on with that. So we're not gonna dwell too deep into what's going on with the GM situation. We're just gonna wish San Antonio the best as they come over to Orlando and they try and beat the Guardians in their home opener. And I keep getting ads for this home opener, but I'm going to tell you right now, Guardians, if you're listening, if you're watching, that is a 2.5 hour drive for the kid. So if you want me to come through, I would love to be there, but I need free tickets. I'm just going to say it. I know they're already cheap. but I'm be paying more than your tickets and gas money to get there. So lend a hand, I'll lend a hand back. That's all I'm gonna say with that. Griff King, I'm Griff Prince, I guess. Money Train says, can't go with the Ohio State colors. Damn, I got to go back and watch my picks. Yeah, you do. If you guys put picks in the chat, I put them up on the screen. So, like, you can fast forward and do the little slider and just wait till your comment comes up on the bottom of the video, and then you'll be able to find it. Just look for, the slide. That's why I did it. Honestly, that's why I do slides. So when I look back, it's so much easier to get the pick, and I don't have to watch the whole video because I don't have time. I don't have time to watch my own shit, guys. That's how busy I am. Spoilers. Money Train says, I'm trying to take care of business. Oh, that's what y'all. My bad. Yo, do y'all thing, dude. Do your thing. Money Train says, San Antonio on the road. Necron's got. My boys got to be pissed. San Antonio going with the win. All right, boys. So let me read you the little summary I got. So this game, my friends, this is the only battle between the two undefeated teams, the two winless teams in the XFL. This is the only battle between two winless. So someone's got to win. I mean, me and Necron said that earlier this week. Someone's got to win. Someone's going to win this game, all right, and not be a completely defeated team like the Seattle Sea Dragons. But the Brahmas, their ground attack worked well in week 1. They rushed for a league-leading 133 yards. However, the last-minute loss to the Battlehawks exposed their defense. So, got a little problem on defense maybe for the Brahmas, but they look good on the run game. A run game is a solid place to start for a team, so at least they got something, right? At least they got something. And Necron's laughing because these teams both losers. Man, they are, but someone's going to be a winner today or tomorrow. Tomorrow at 4. Just remember that, chat. I think that's right. Yes, 4 o'clock. ESPN Plus. That's where you can watch it. So we got the Guardians here also being the only team in the XFL to lose by double digits week 1. That's what I'm saying, bro. I need free tickets if I'm going to go to this game. That's all I'm saying. They did look good for a few minutes. That was about it. D was atrocious. Our resident San Antonio fans telling us that the Brahmas D was atrocious. That TD, yeah, for real. For real. So, players to watch. Like I said, the running game was good for San Antonio. You got to watch their running back, Kalen Ballage. Played 4 seasons in the NFL. Last week, he had 24 carries for 84 yards, which was the most in week 1 in the league. For the Guardians, we're looking at the receiver Andrew Jamil, I believe. He had 3 catches for 80 yards and 1 touchdown last week. And their safety, Guardian safety Matt Elam, a former, he used to play in the NFL with the Ravens back in 2013. Here we are in 2022, and he's still playing great. And last week he had an interception. That's good. That means that the defense is at least capable of turnovers, which is capable of turning the momentum. That's who we're watching. We're watching the running back for the Brahmas. We're watching the wide receiver for the Guardians, Andrew Jamil. And we're also watching their cornerback, who had an interception last week, trying to keep up with cornerback. Let me figure out what his name is again. My apologies. Michael Joseph. He's got the most interceptions, and he's got also a pick six, Michael Joseph, in the league. So they're keeping close. Obviously, guys, I'm going to go with the Guardians, right? Come on, XFL, give us some tickets. For real. I'll go. It's 2.5 hours. It's a long-ass drive, especially in Florida. Man, it's just so long. It's miles. That's on the other coast. It's almost like a different ocean over there. So, obviously, I'm going with the Guardians. That's my team. I'm going to ride with them. I'm not going to pick San Antonio on the road after their epic collapse last weekend. I'm hoping Orlando can bounce back and look great this week. Now, I did read that an expert said a good way for them to bounce back and look better this week is to keep Paxton Lynch on the bench. That's who he signed. That's supposed to be our quarterback. They're clearly the worst team in the league, unfortunately, my guys, the Guardians. And San Antonio, Jack Cohn proved effective once he was able to settle down last week. Hines Ward, who is the Brahmas head coach, I guess he made a couple mistakes. Necron, you can speak to that, obviously. But Terrell Buckley, the coach for the Guardians, really don't know if he's going to be able to expose any of the weaknesses that the Battlehawks were able to expose late in the game. I'm still riding with my Guardians. I mean, I might as well just take the L or a miraculous let's go Guardians. I'm going to ride with you till the wheels fall off. That's just how I am. So go Guardians. I'm picking them tomorrow at 4 and the last game of the weekend. And Money Train's just what? I'm sure we could think of a way to get free pro tickets for pushing. Hey, man. We'll talk about that after. I mean, I've been pushing them as hard as I can, bro. I've been pushing them as hard as I can. I'm doing this. I'm doing a campaign for Syl, and I'm also doing Dreamwalker stuff. So Syl Nation Sports Network is my baby. But, man, I'm busy. I'm busy. That's why yesterday's price is not today's price. That's all I can say about that. And the tickets are pretty cheap. The ones that are on the 50-yard line are like $48, I believe. And then the ones who are in the touchdown are like $24. But again, I'm going to spend more than both of those. I need 2 tickets, me and my lady. Okay? And I got to drive all the way there. So throw me a bone, XFL. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But the last game of this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Houston Roughnecks and the Arlington Renegades. I'm actually really excited to see this game because the Houston Roughnecks, they got the biggest spread, and this is the biggest over/under this week. I mean, this could be a blowout. I guess that's what Vegas is thinking. The Roughnecks had the most offensive yards last week with 337 yards, and also the most points against my poor Guardians with they had 33 points. So one thing that the Renegades did, though, at the same time, it overcame a 14-3 halftime deficit, and they got a 2-point win behind stellar defensive plays. So you got a good defense going up against a good offense. But again, this is week 2. We don't really know if these teams are these teams yet. We will find out more. But we got players to watch, yo. Let's go Roughnecks. This is Israel's team. Okay. We're sold on the Roughnecks. Damar, thanks for coming through, bro. Thanks for coming through, man. We're almost at the end here. This is a get in, get out stream for everybody because the good Austin's got some honeydews to do. And it's a beautiful day outside in South Florida. After my girl's done with her hair appointment, this kid is going on an adventure. That's just what I like to do. Sometimes you got to get out and touch the grass, as we like to say. But yo, we got the chat blowing up. Never bet against Texas football? And Wade Phillips. That's right. He's the coach for the Roughnecks. That's why they do look so good. Richard Carr. Yo, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you being here. Go Renegades, he said. Okay. What's up? All right. Everyone say hi to everybody. We got Renegades fans. We got Roughnecks fans. So we got players to watch for both of y'all. For the Roughnecks, the quarterback, Brandon Silvers. He completed 61% of his passes last week for 272 yards and 2 touchdowns. But on the same spectrum of that, he also threw 2 interceptions. So those kind of cancel each other out. But you see promise. You can always get better. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you threw 2 interceptions, next week you could throw the same amount of touchdowns and not throw any interceptions. There's also the other side of that. But we're thinking positive, chat. We're thinking positive. Like I said, we're watching tomorrow night Brandon Silvers to see if he can throw 2 touchdowns and not throw 2 interceptions this week. On the other side of the ball, you got linebacker Trent Harris for the Renegades. who had 4 sacks last week. And their tight end, Sal Cannella, who had 7 catches for 70 yards. Do the quick math. Oh, yeah, that's 10 yards a catch. He's an automatic first down, you're telling me. Sal Cannella, automatic first down. Tight end for the Renegades. Yo, their jerseys look sick, too, in this league. Necron saying, cocaine bear tonight? Okay. Oh, wait. Concaine beer? Is that different than cocaine bear, bro? Or are you just already a little bit lit, my friend? Vegas Vipers are your team, bro? All right. I didn't pick this game yet. I did not pick this game yet. I'm going Roughnecks at home. Come on, y'all. Roughnecks at home. Wade Phillips. He looked great last week. But it's going to be an interesting game, like I said, because the spread's so big. It's the last game of the weekend, 7 p.m. on a Sunday. Let's just watch it for funsies. So, you got me. Sorry, Necron. A little bit of that Concaine beer at the draft house. It's a new IPA, I guess, where they made it for the movie. Roughnecks are your team, Israel. All right. I got it then. Yeah, hopefully, I almost call them Rough Nuts. Roughnecks. Hopefully they pull out the win tomorrow night. I got them at home. And hopefully I can pull out the win this weekend as well, because I can't start this season 0-2 just like we started the NFL. I'll be pissed. Domain's got the Roughnecks too. Okay. We'll see how we all pan out. Y'all got to tell me your records, though. You got to give me some slack. I can't keep track of everyone's records. Only me and Syl's hard enough to keep track of. And that's why I did it. So I made it easy. I'm like, all right, well, Syl won this week. He's 1-0. I'm 0-1. We don't keep track of every single game record. That's why we do it different. I could have sworn I just heard a car alarm going off, but regardless, my friends, that is the end. And Vegas Vipers, let me go back to the start. I believe they're playing. There we go. They're playing tonight at 7. Our good friend Domain against the Defenders, and I picked the Vipers to win at home. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll see if the Guardians can pull off the home win tomorrow, and we'll see if the XFL hits me back. I mean, that'd be sweet. I want to be there for the home opener, but you got to throw home your line. I live on the other coast of Florida. There's no way I'm just going to spend all this money. Don't have it. So, not begging, but just saying, I'll go. Throw me your line. I'll go. Yo, chat, everybody, thanks for coming through. Get in, get out stream. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my Saturday. I hope y'all do too. And I hope that y'all come back next week for another XFL countdown, and come back during the week as well for our freezing cold takes. We'll go over a little bit of what happened on the weekend, and then we'll also talk about whatever news is going on with the cool table and in our world and in our zeitgeist. So I love all y'all. Israel saying the comment, XFL. Oh, come on, XFL. Give Good Austin 2 free tickets now. I put it up in the air for posterity, y'all. Till next time, everybody. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Go touch some grass like I'm gonna. All right. And we'll see everybody Wednesday. We'll see everybody next Saturday as well. And much love to you and yours. Let's get it. This is just the beginning of a good year. We got some good stuff planned. And, man, I can't wait for y'all to see it. But enough of me. Peace out, everybody. Till next time.